Good evening, guys. Welcome to the stream. This is part 12 of our playthrough of Might and Magic 3 on the Amiga. Our last stream we did a lot of outside mapping. We mapped the Swamp Isle, the Snowy Isle, and the bits of the Fire Isle. And tonight the plan is to go visit some of the dungeons on the Swamp Isle. There are at least 2 that we can actually access, and there are 3 that we can't access because we need some additional keys. Hopefully we will find the keys in the dungeons and potentially find a way to beat this Minotaur guy that stopped us. Yeah, hey Amiga Toronto Gamer, welcome to the stream. Here we go again with this game. Let's jump right into it. Bring up the notes here, so we have them with us. Need to access them as per usual. Let's go. Yeah, we're in Blistering Heights. Okay, that's where we left off last time around. Cast the town portal spell. Get our asses back to Swamp Town. Now, the dungeons we could actually access are on the south side of the isle. Both of them. There's a pyramid and also a cave. There are also multiple locked dungeons. Damn it. I'll just reload. There is no code in here, Quadruple. It's only on the Discord, at least for now. But I suppose I could add it here. And good evening, welcome to the stream. Guess we should try making our way here without actually a cat fact I actually knew. I suppose there's a 0 chance of hitting the quicksand if we stay within the rocky areas. No. I've been fooled by you once before, not being fooled again. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Amiga 1200 Gamer usually Saturday is a fairly quiet day on Twitch. Sunday is very busy, but Saturday is usually decently quiet. Okay, where were these dungeons? I thought they were on the southern part of the isle. Not completely right about that, at least I don't seem to be. Maybe they were on the other side. Really? That matters. I'm using the Amsterdam server. That one has the least latency for me and the best quality usually. Potentially that affects the experience with the Chromecast. This is all a bit weird. Where are these dungeons? There's the pyramid at least. I think that's currently the only pyramid you can actually access. And okay, it is on the map, but it's between these rocks here, and it's this little yellow blip, which I didn't see. Looks very similar to the rock. Okay, this is not one we could access. Was the pyramid we could access the one on the snowy one? Potentially it was. Potentially it was. There was a cave near the bottom somewhere, which we could access. It's relatively safe to just stay in the water. Isn't quicksand in the water? Where was this cave? Let me check the map here real quick. Almost certain that there was. is not actually labeled as such on the map, but I'm pretty sure it's there. Unless I dreamt it, which I doubt. Yeah, let me entertain you. I will try my best. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well and enjoying your little stream break. You've been streaming a lot lately. Yeah, I found the pyramid, but we can't actually access it. I probably confused it with the one on the snowy isle. Now I'm looking for the little cave that was here somewhere. I'm starting to think I imagined the cave being here, since it isn't showing up on the map and I can't seem to find it. It's all a bit weird. There's the Minotaur March. We need a golden key for that, which we don't have. There was a pyramid on the Snowy Isle that we could access, so it's at least one thing we could potentially do, but I was hoping we could access this cave because I'm fairly certain we could possibly find the key there. We need the key to access the dungeon in the swamp. There are at least 2 more of these, so if you see the cave, let me know. We're all gonna die eventually from stepping into quicksand. It will probably be soon. Not gonna bother going back right now. We'll just load again if we eventually die. No. Not falling for that trick again. Yeah, there's this Minotaur guy. But dead anyway now. Let's just load up. This is a bit weird. Really certain it isn't actually on the map. Yeah, these games are a lot of fun. It's all a bit weird. Let's head over to the Snowy Isle instead. Perhaps both of these dungeons were actually there, and I'm just misremembering this so horribly. It's a decent chance that's actually the case. This is in D2. It's not correct. Where is this one? It's an E1, that's correct. That's the snowy one. Yeah, the heads are weird. There might be a puzzle to it. Should we try for this pyramid here? There's the cave, so yeah. Okay, we can't access this pyramid either. That we can definitely access. Ah yes, this is the Dragon Cavern. Let's go in there. See what's up. Draconi. Why are we not hearing any sound from the game? Because the game audio is muted, that's why. Better. Okay. No. Yeah, I like The Hobbit quite a bit as well. It's a good little story. It's certainly more accessible than Lord of the Rings. It's a bit heavy, at least for a newcomer. It is an epic tale. You have to devote yourself to it a little bit. Get here. Take that and that. A pool of acid with 50 gems. Heed my humble warning first. These walls for living blood to thirst. That's nice. This is a decently big little room here. $50 gems, I'll take that. What of these dragon boys? Yeah, plenty of them actually. this where they connect together? Actually, it is. Yeah, it is. Now this is a little circle here. We'll have to rest soon to recuperate the energy from stepping into this acid pit. Beyond this point will lie your doom. This ground shall be your burial tomb. It's a ray of sunshine. That's a dragon. Ouch. This guy isn't kidding around. Hey there, Steve Sotro. Okay, we'll approach this differently. So get up in his grill before he has a chance to launch these spells at us. It's not a good idea. This guy does a ton of damage. Thanks for the follow, Steve Retro. Tonda, welcome into it. Thanks for the huge raid. Welcome in, guys, from Tonda's channel. If you don't know me, I'm Subit and I stream mostly role-playing games and adventure games on Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays at 2200 UTC. Now, If any of you guys don't know Tonta, he's a great retro streamer here on Twitch. Plays a variety of platforms and systems and games. You should totally go check him out. How was the rest of the stream, Tonta? He is indeed very wholesome. I'm currently playing Might and Magic 3, struggling with this dragon guy here, which is causing some mayhem. I can't say we weren't warned though. We were warned twice that we were heading towards our doom. But of course we totally ignored that. They are very varied. Some are not all that difficult, but this one appears to be pretty tough. And this dragon guy is also pretty tough. There are some weird discrepancies between the games. In games 1 and 2, you had this moonray spell, but you could only use it outdoors. In this game, you can also use it indoors. But it doesn't appear to be quite as powerful as it was in the first and second game. So that seems to be the trade-off. As per usual in this game, it seems that the dragon has a ton of hit points. We've been at this now for a while, and he hasn't really budged down, it seems. And we're running out of spell points at this point. Don't know what we could potentially even cast now. Maybe the Fiery Flail. Okay, he's at the red stage. That means he's down to his last 20% or so. Well, the Moonray spell is usual in that it causes some damage to the enemy, and it also heals every character, but apparently in this revision of the spell, it doesn't do a ton of damage. Might as well just fight here. Down he goes. We're not in the greatest of state, but at least we survived. 25,000 gold, 500 gems. Yeah, that's a head on a stick. There have been a few of these guys. They're full of gloom. More of these Draconi guys. They are easy enough. Two-hit wonders. This appears to be a bit of a sidetrack. Which one looked like your ex-wife, Steve? The head on the stick or the Draconi guy? This is quite a bit bigger than it seemed at first sight. This is a pretty big cavern. So another of these dragon figures there. Let's do the only sensible thing. Let's at least rest before trying to tackle him. So we're at full strength. And let's use Castor to cast the light, because we basically need every spell point for the paladin and the archer. He's pretty well endowed in terms of spell points at this point, so try to save them. Set up the spells here. Okay, let's go see if we can take down this second dragon. Should we see what the head has to say? Now you've done it, gone too deep, your bones will lie in a rotting heap. Told you he was a ray of sunshine. This seemed to work decently well on this guy. Although you can't really hit with everyone. Yeah, they're very optimistic and fun-loving guys. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that isn't a good posture, whether you're a dragon or not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his mental health isn't being helped by being surrounded by these skeleton guys. Okay, we're out of spell points. Let's try to bring the sorcerer back. Hey there, Gleeser. Welcome in. Thanks for the resub. This one isn't going as well as the previous one, but we still might survive. Hey, the trademark. Why don't you die, you miserable git? Wow, that was close. That was really, really close. He made it anyway. Yeah, that was more sheer dumb luck than anything else. Okay. Now let's finish mapping this little maze here. Surprisingly deep. It's a weird trade-off, tapping into a pool of acid to get 50 gems. So I guess to each their own. What was that? I think that's a huge pile of treasure. There's another of these guys. Can we run away here and rest a bit before tackling this guy? Potentially we can. He moves relatively slowly. Let's try running up to him from behind. Not that that says we have to have any sort of sportsmanship here. This one isn't looking too great for us. We might still make it out though. We need a sorcerer back. He's really out. Got hit pretty badly. We probably won't survive this one. Nope. It's all in the roll of the dice. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. There you are. We at least managed to actually hit him with a spell now, which helps. does seem to focus on the sorcerer. His armor class is actually pretty high, but of course he has a fairly low number of hit points. This one is going quite a bit better. How's our current status? The cleric is at 42, that's bad. Let's try to keep ourselves alive here as much as we can. At least need the fighter back. Preferably the paladin as well. Okay, we survived, but we lost a member, which can be relatively easily mended. We'll use the pretty fabulous Lloyd's Beacon spell. Can't do that in here, okay. It was a good idea, but we can cast it right outside the cave. So we just have to track back. Wondering if we should at least finish this area off. Or doing so. Out hunting for gems. How are we doing on health? Not too badly. Stepped into all of these so far. Nothing more here. Finish this little bit off. I will go check out this pretty big pile of treasure here. $50,000 gold, 500 gems, and a tiara. Need to head to town anyway. We'll check out the attributes on the tiara. There's another of these guys here. Let's run like cowards towards the exit. We can't tackle this guy. One person short. It's not gonna work out. Yeah, another ray of sunshine. Track back to the exit here. Here it is. Here we can definitely cast the Lloyd's Beacon spell. Set the location here, and then we'll use the town portal spell to take us back to the swamp town. We could use the Raise from Dead spell, but it ages the spellcaster by a year, so I would rather go back to the temple and have them heal us. It costs a bit of money, but we have plenty of money. In addition to the money we have on us, we have something like close to 2 million in the bank, so not out of money any sense. Let's go check out this tiara at the blacksmith. If I can remember where it is. It's here, it's closed now, obviously. How are we doing on food? We're okay on food. Best. See this Mehi. See what he's up to. Inventory. Need to fix this armor. Well. Here's a ring of frostbiting. It's relatively useless. Sell it. A silver cape. Low armor class value. We'll sell it. There's a katana here. Relatively useless. An amber shield as well. Sell that. We need to fix some more armor here. The disadvantage to having expensive armor on these characters is that the cost of repair is very high. You can halve the cost by buying the merchant skill for the characters. It's still relatively expensive. This is actually a decent shield. Let's see if what sort of shields we currently have. Yeah, we're already using both hands with this character, so we can't wear a shield at all. And we have a two-handed weapon here as well. Yeah, and here. And here. The sorcerer can't wear a shield. She has an emerald shield, so this golden shield is worthless to us at this point, at least. Let's sell it then. And this bow as well. Fix this armor. Decently good armor. This is already a decently good armor as well. Far better than what we found. So we'll sell this and then we'll check us as well. Fix this armor. This one as well. This rod and this iron scarab. And let's check out this tiara. It's a +8. Far better than this one, probably, yeah. We'll sell this one and let her have the other one. That takes her to 89. very important to have the spellcasters at the back with a very high armor class. Less important for the characters in front, which have quite a few more hit points than the guys at the back. And it's particularly important for the healer that we try to keep her alive as much as possible. Let's use the beacon spell to get back. This might be there are two spells in this game which are immensely useful. It's the beacon spell and the town portal spell. Saves you a lot of endless travel. Now let's track back to where we were before. Before we got rudely interrupted by this dragon. Here we were just minding our own business, stealing his treasure, and then all of a sudden he's pissed at us. Can't understand why. Yeah, it would definitely be... How tough is this wall here? We have 62 might. We still can't bash the wall. That's something. We still have the might potion somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Take a sip. Okay, this is gonna need a lot more, obviously. There's a place on this isle where you can buy magical enhancements to might. We might, no pun intended, take advantage of that. To see if we can bust this wall. Eventually there's treasure inside, which we would want. That was pretty nasty. He managed to hit us multiple times before we were even able to get to him. Okay. He mostly survived, but not completely. And we can make a note that the implosion spell worked very well on this guy. And we need to go sort out these items in town anyway. We're gonna have to track back. Let's explore the rest of this, and I hope we don't run into any more of these dragons. We could also potentially just run away. We did an okay job of that earlier. We've already completed this part, so it's basically just that one bashable wall that remains on this side. To see what lies deeper down. So sort of have a feeling there's a head honcho dragon here somewhere waiting for us. That is often the case. A super dragon of some sort. I think we already completed all of this. But not so much this room. There's another draconi. This appears to be another side step room as well. Oh, potentially more of these guys around the corner. This one is possible as well. The one we can't push, so there's one on both sides of the aisle. Does this run away with all your haste or be reduced to a bloody paste? Yeah, there are more of these dragons here. Let's head out of here before we're killed. Stop shooting at me, you dumbass. I guess he didn't obey. That wasn't a very successful attempt at running away. Yeah, these sci-fi bits are very weird. And the Moo cult, and there are many weirdnesses in these games. It's not your typical AT&T bash. Let's see, we get another chance of tackling the dragon. See if we can make it through without losing a life. Yeah, it's definitely different, and there are lots of fun elements to these games. Guess we have to tackle this again, but we didn't really lose all that much progress. Let's go find this guy again. Now let's try what we tried before. That turned out pretty well for us. This spell did a ton of damage. Potentially we can take him down in 2 spells. Down he goes. Learn something new every day in this game. Now we can save and move on. Yeah, it's sort of a mixed in, usually near the end. Not really a running theme throughout the game, but still There are these hologram sequencing cards and these pyramids and all of these engines and there's quite a bit of the sci-fi element. Okay. Done with the upper bits. Let's finish mapping this off again. Finish off this pool of acid as well. Gaining a lot of gems. Game number 2 was very stingy on the gems, and you sometimes ended up in a situation where you couldn't cast spells anymore because you were out of them. That is certainly not the case with this one, at least. It's a lot more giving. Let's tackle this guy and then rest. And save before going ahead with the other sets of dragons. Yeah, I remember at least in game 2 there is this ray gun, which is a weapon that you find pretty late in the game, but you still find it. Won't step into this pit quite now. To get to the dragon undamaged. Can't really afford losing any hit points. He does a ton of damage in each blow. I will leave these acid pools for now. Get back to them a little bit later. Use the power cure on the sorcerer. Try to bring him back to consciousness. Recast the implosion spell. It's very weird that the way the game organizes the spells, they're basically organized in the order that you found them in the game. So the most recently learned spells are at the bottom. I'm doing as well with this guy. We are going to make it out of this. At least I don't think we will. Yeah, we did, but we lost the robber. Let's see if there are more of these dragons. Probably are. Yeah. Potentially we can tackle this guy. I think we got relatively unlucky. Yeah, that turned out okay. 2 down, potentially at least 2 more. I think there were 4 on the other side. Probably the same amount here. Yeah, there's another one. Now we got hit twice. Can't really sustain that. So we got lucky anyway. Finding lots of valuable items here. Yeah, we all have our preferences in these games. Some people like these action RPG games where you it's real-time combat and movement. Others like the turn-based stuff. Do I want to become famous? Yeah, I probably do, but can't see how you're going to be doing that for me. Where's my mod view in the chat? Let's see. Encore. Are there more of these guys? We're fighting on every frontier. Dragons on one front, spam bots on the other. I had links banned for a while, but people that kept getting blocked when sending links, and I don't generally disapprove of people sharing links. Usually these follower bots are few and far between, but I guess they are in full force tonight. Yeah, it was quite a few. A cluster of them. Yeah, obviously they try to get around it. I spoke to a guy once that worked at a firm that was specialized in sending out spam mail, and they were working on various solutions to fight the heuristical scans done by most of the anti-spam protection. So they were trying to invent ways of sending spam without getting hit by the protective services. And, That job seems to be at least a little bit evil. There only seem to have been these 3 dragons on this side. Guess we won't be reduced to paste after all. It will just be copy. Try to finish this off here. Have to rest. All of this at it. We've done so much acid, we might as well be a 60s rock band at this point. It's worth it for 50 gems. It's quite a bit of gems. Yeah, this is where we came from, right? So we just have the innermost part of this dungeon to go. Turn back before you're through, or dragon's teeth shall chew on you. I have a feeling this might drag on. We're definitely heading for danger here. Sort of wondering whether we should head back to town and take a look at these items and return here again with all of the members of the party. It's potentially a good idea. I have a feeling we're headed into a final battle here. Playing games with the scam calls. The only place in every town that's open 24/7 is the temple. There are some great examples on YouTube of guys playing games with the scam callers. Some of them quite hilarious. Let's see what we have here. We have a gold belt. This is a lapis belt. It's probably not nearly as good. We'll sell that. Equip the gold one. will give us a few more armor class points. He's at 69, which is a good number. Very nice number. Sorry to have to bump it to 75. This is a gold flint mail plus 13. The Varric already has much better armor. It's a platinum field plus 12. Better than this one, right? No, this is a plus 16. Sell this one then. And this link as well. I meant to click fix, almost accidentally sold it, which would have sucked. Gold flambars here. Essentially a decently good weapon. Obsidian flambars here, a much better one. Sell this one. Platinum splint mail. Oh, this is a deeply good armor, but this is also a pretty interesting pair of boots. Doesn't give us anywhere near the armor class hike that we need, so we'll sell them along. Another of these platinum flint mail. Lot of havoc done to the armor in almost every case. Okay, we've gone through the inventory and sold most of the things that we found. It's good. Let's head back and finish this cave off. I was hoping we'd find some keys, because there are quite a few dungeons that we can't currently access, because we don't have the correct keys. It's pretty funny when they call them by their own name and tell them their own address, and delete all the files from their PCs and so forth. It's pretty much the lowest of the low to scam people that aren't computer savvy. And in fact, a lot of people seem to just be intimidated by technology, especially the ones that know very little, and they're pretty easy to fool because they know they aren't all that good at it. They seem to somewhat lose the ability to think straight when dealing with it. pretty certain there are some dragons around here. Yeah. What we need to do is we need to drag at least one of these guys out. There's no chance we can fight two of these guys. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. How did that work out for us? Not that great, if you ask me. We'll approach this again. We need to lure them out and try to stay out of range so they can't hit us with a spell. Now, what we probably should have done here, we should have hidden behind this wall so we can't get hit. We probably need to take one hit to bring attention to ourselves. Essentially, we don't need to take multiple ones. There's the guy. We can potentially now just run away and rest. We've brought him out. So he should be right there when we return. Yeah, there he is. Get here. What's the matter? Trying to avoid getting hit again as much as we can. Didn't totally avoid it, but didn't get hit 3 times at least. One down, 3 to go. There's the wrong button here. Let's go. Need to lure more of them out. Getting killed. It is really, really difficult sometimes to do this. The game slows down a lot. The monsters are chasing after you. which makes it pretty difficult to run, which is basically what we need to do. Try that again. Back. We didn't make it this time either. Let's load up again. We have quite a bit of damage to the armor as well, which is hurting us. Now this isn't enough. Potentially we can roll code run in this direction. At least that seemed like a good plan. And it worked out at least that we didn't all die this time around. Let's use the same trick as the rest here. And then go back in and fight this guy. Where are you? There he is. Seemed to be almost random. Whether he was able to hit us once or twice. And down he goes anyway. Let's back a little bit and rest and save. 2 down. Two to go. Get here. Ouch. Okay, same tactic. We've done this quite a few times. That was an unnecessary number of blows that we took. Got to change the spell. Potentially deadly. We might make it anyway. Oh, Down he goes. 3 done. I think there's actually at least one of them left there. And potentially the last one then. But it could also be a stronger dragon than the other ones. So, pretty much an ongoing theme in this game that there is some sort of head honcho which is slightly more powerful than the rest of them. We potentially have ways to tackle that. There's a power orb there at the bottom, one of the main elements in the game. Do you remember Amiga 1200 Gamer how many orbs we needed to give to each king to finish that piece of the game? 11 to 1 king, okay. I don't remember exactly how many we've given, but it's quite a few. It's at least, I think it's at least 4 that we've given to the neutral one. Made some progress in that. Trying to finish up mapping this huge King's ultimate power-up, its cradle and its altar stand, a faint glow and distant hum radiating from its pearl-like center. Yeah, we'll take it. That's 1 more to the mix, and we would then have given the neutral king 5 of them. Halfway there. Lots of golden gems here, and a nice bonus. That leaves only the 2 hidden rooms that we haven't been able to access yet. Let's head back to the outside and find that statue where we can buy 100 temporary hike in might, which would potentially be enough to pass through these doors, or one would at least think. Let's see here. Did we scribble down where these were? Yeah, we did. It's in X10, Y7 on this very map. Actually pretty close to us. Oh, we're in F1, okay, it's in E1. But, thanks for the follow, Will Torres score. It's on the other side of the map here, on the other side of the aisle. Pay homage to the ultimate warrior of might and donate 10,000 gold. Yes. Now we're basically at 162. We receive a bump of 100. Hey there, Will. Welcome in. Let's get back to a business at hand here. See if we can now back these walls. Potentially we can. If we can't back them now, then I basically think they're not possible. We have to use something like either realize or something close to that to gain access. It's a pretty big space here that we can't seem to access, but I'm pretty sure this wasn't a possible wall. No, it wasn't. I actually played this originally on the Amiga. Bought a copy of this game. And, played through most of it, but never finished it. So here we are trying to get through this. I previously played on stream Might and Magic 2 on the Mac, which I also played on my father's Mac. Yeah, now we can push it. There's another dragon. Yeah, the Amiga version of this game is pretty good. We'll probably play 4 and 5 on the PC. I think that's by far the best version of that particular game. 2 on the Mac is pretty great. A lot of things going for it. Down goes the dragon. At least the first one. Hard to tell. The music on the PC, at least if you have a decently good General MIDI card or a Roland card, is actually pretty nice, but the digital sound isn't as nice. And the Amiga version appears to be, it looks pretty good. Five east as the set the wall. I'll jot that down. Yeah, they are sometimes a little bit limited by being stuck with the controller, and sometimes even some limitations in terms of ROM sizes and so on. 5 east, 1 north. Dragon. It never seems to advance. We end up having to fight him and getting hit at least once. Oh, that asshole. Yeah, get here. Take that. And that. Okay. There are more of these guys. I accidentally cast a light spell, which unsurprisingly didn't do a lot of damage to this guy. Probably switch the spells right away so I don't forget again. It would be very nice if the game enabled you to have a combat spell and a non-combat spell ready for the same character. That way you could have the cure spells and the light spells and so on active during non-combat. And have a combat spell ready as well. Took a lot of damage. Still did okay. All set to fight more dragons. Let's crack on. Six west says this note, so it's 5 east, 1 north, 6 west. Two north. There's another power orb there. 50,000 gold, 500 gems, and a ring. Another power orb. Oh, that's bad. That's very, 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 very bad. At least it allowed us to drop something. Try to find something that we don't need. Drop this. I guess we need to track our way back to town. So we have the worst of first world problems. We have so much pressure on us that we can't carry any more of it. Let's hike back out of the cave, make our way to town, identify these items, and equip what we want and sell the rest. Yeah, there are 2 orbs in that room. I only managed to take one of them, so we've found 2 so far, but there's another one in there, so there are at least 3 of them. And there is another room like this on the other side. Yeah, that's a lot of orb. Probably half of what we've already found, so They've been spread around so far quite a bit, but they appear to be pretty concentrated here. So rest, go into the smithy's shop, shop around, and we have 2.2 million gold now after all of this. We found a lot of gold in the Dragon's Cave. This is a decently good crown if we don't already have one. Wondering if we could spare the space. We already have a helm, which is probably fairly shitty. Whip this crown instead and sell the we have an amber belt here in the paladin. Remove that and sell it and whip this gold belt instead. Head back to the smithy. This is a pretty worthless item. Broken armor here. Problem is that a lot of our inventory is already clogged up with a ton of things, so we don't really have all that much space. What is this? Sapphire scarab. Interesting. So really gives us decent protection. Her armor class is now 109. It's very high. Sort of wondering if I should give this scarab to Castor instead. Don't really have the space in his backpack though. I'll give it to the healer. It's better to keep her alive. She's now at 109. By far the highest of all of them. We've made some space. Not a ton of it, but there is some space. We have 3 slots free here, a single one here, 2 here, and 1 here. It's not a lot of space. It will have to do for now till we can get rid of the orbs. Should we commit the save? Are we feeling paranoid? Probably should. We get back to the cave. We'll save right here. Exit the game. Fire it up again. Yeah, that was less than fun. Okay. Rock. We should probably visit the might statue before going in here so we can pass the other side. Because we can't pass it unless we have the additional might that we need. We need to make our way to the western side of the isle. And magically enhance our might for 10,000 gold. And then track back. Just pass it right now and then complete the other room. Pass it while we have the magical enhancement, because it as soon as we rest it will return to 0 again. It's another room on the other side, probably similar to this one, though we can't be sure. It really did not turn out all that great. Could have gone better. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Make this track again. Yeah, I need to go back to the might statue again. Here we go again. save right here. This cabinet seems to pay to say often. One bad roll of the dice and we're dead. This time around he only managed 2 blows, which is quite a bit easier. That was easy peasy. Let's go back to the other room and finish that one off before heading back in there. There were some things that we hadn't collected there. Potentially we might have to go back to town because we don't have a lot of space in our backpacks. Another power orb. So many of these items. How are we doing on space? Full. One slot. We have 2 slots remaining. What the hell is that? There's a huge dragon down there. I think we'll cast a power shield here. No, I don't think I've ever played Paper Sorcerer. Save right here. I think we're headed for pretty much certain death. Let's see. Ouch. Dragon Lord. I'll say. Take that. Okay, this guy is fierce. Absolutely fierce. We can't even land a blow on him. We got nothing on this guy. And Ray did absolutely nothing to him. Not entirely convinced that the shield is really helping us all that much right now. The Divine Intervention spell is useful. It has a high cost, but it does restore you. Now, there's no way of fighting this guy with any sort of melee attack, so pretty much dead if we can't cast any magic. So I think we have no chance of getting out of this alive. I think the way to approach this one is to use a tactic that we've used before, which is casting a spell to take us out of harm's way during the middle of battle, resting and recuperating our hit points. And then returning again. It's funny that not a single character can even land a blow on this guy. We've done absolutely nothing here. This guy is something else. We still don't have a single blow on this guy. Not one. Okay, we can't cast time distortion. We can't use that. What is that? There's no way of getting around that. Might try it again though, but still. Let's try the time distortion spell again. Nope. Okay, so that is not something we can actually use. I would say this guy is pretty much unkillable at this point. At least I don't see how we could potentially defeat him if we can't use time distortion to get away, and we can't use any sort of melee combat, then this becomes extremely difficult. Let's try a slightly different tactic. Instead of deploying the power shield, let's save these spell points. Let's try the Starburst spell. Yeah, that did basically nothing. Might Just as well have sneezed on the guy. Mass distortion worked. That's interesting. Keep that in mind. I haven't given up, but this is a tough little guy. Doesn't actually do a ton of damage, but he's pretty much unbeatable if we can't cast the spells. Let's see. So try this one more time. At least it's not worth it to use the power shield. Doesn't really yield all that much. Set up the mass distortion spell, both of them. The starburst spell here. And the implosion spell here, or potentially the inferno spell. We could at least cast that twice. Let's cast the light first though. I think that's pretty much the right combination of spells. Let's see how we do now. Where is this guy hiding now? There he is. Okay, we only got hit once. That helps. We missed. We missed. We missed. We missed. This guy is something else. Okay, we could potentially try to approach this again at a later point in the game. Potentially we could also try gaining some energy from the statues, but I doubt it helped, because even if we had significantly more might, I don't think it would actually help us all that much. By taking the last of the treasure, we drop this item. We have so much crap. We really do. Try to steal the last of the treasure here. Oh, there is a piece of treasure behind the dragon, but we can't get to that at this point. Hike back to town, sell these items, and then return here and tackle the other room. We might also just track back and get rid of the power orb that's taking up space in our backpack at this point. These slots that we don't have. We could easily do that. We could track back to Wildabar. And go through the items there. Doesn't really matter which smithy we choose to visit. Just a matter of remembering where the smithy is. It is. We wish to look around, yes. Let's see. Got to sell this helm earlier. Could have freed up one slot. How are these boots? They're very, very, very good boots. Yeah. We'll sell these and equip these later. This ring do resistance to energy. We don't really have the space. This looks like a pretty powerful flambard. Yes, it's enormously powerful. What is a rod do again? It's a plus 20, right? Let's sell this weapon. Move this flambard over to the archer and then use it sell this as well. Now we can potentially not equip this obsidian rod anywhere, I think. At least I don't think we can. Pendant of mega voltage. Let's see here. At least this Flambarge is a pretty magnificent weapon. And it is a two-handed one, so we can't equip the rod with it. I think we actually can't use this rod any of the characters. Let's see which character classes can actually use it. It's a very powerful item. Seems like a shame to not use it. Okay, everybody can use it. That does make it more useful. Gives us a hike of 20 armor class, which is quite a bit. Let's move some of this jewelry around, make some space. This rod here, and equip it. That brings him up to 104. What is with these bots tonight? Okay, that's a good hike. We're then at 109 and 104. Why is he slightly lower than he was? What is that about? It's because we didn't equip his boot. It would be very nice if you could actually equip items directly from the smithy's menu. Make things easier. Having to go back and forth between the smithy view and the character view is can be a bit annoying. Now he's at 91, so they are getting pretty fierce, these guys. Back to the neutral castle and deliver these orbs. That will also give us a lot of experience, so we could potentially level up. We'll head over to the fiery town and train up before we continue. Try to complete as much of this Dragon's Cave as we can. Joke of the day: how do crazy orcs travel through the forest? They take the psychopath. That's very funny. I think we need to visit him once for each orb. I'm fairly sure we've given him at least 7 orbs now out of the 11 that we need to bring him. Yeah, that's the neutral one. Yeah, it's Dragon Tooth, that is the evil one, and White Shield is the good one. There needs to be a little chaos in the world, right? Let's track back to the Dragon's Cave using magic. We might try a little bit later after we finish the other bit, whether we could visit all of the statues, get some additional power, and see if we are strong enough to defeat this dragon guy, but I do seriously doubt it. Worth a shot though, doesn't take that long, doesn't cost that much. Five east, this one says. Haven't really figured out, is this the same as it was on the other end? That was also dotted with 5 east. 5 south, this is not the same at least. Yet here. Oh, this shield is mostly useless. It doesn't actually seem to do any good at this point in the game. Probably our armor is high enough now that the shield does very little. Of course, they broke his armor right away. I actually think that part of the game is a little bit flawed. What's the use in armor if you can never actually use it? He's chasing us. Hoping we can run away to rest. I seriously doubt it though. Yeah, I think we actually managed to escape without dying. Need to fight another day. Let's go pay him a visit now. That's more like it. At least one of these guys remaining in there. Need some pleasure as well. Overall, this cavern has definitely been worth the time. Gained a lot. I sort of think we will find a hologram sequencing card here somewhere. I'm pretty tired of the sorcerer constantly dying. So just wait this one out and try again. Here we go. Pretty tough. Fight these guys in these long, winding corridors. Jesus Christ. Basically killed us before we even got close to him. Give it a rest already, we're already dead. I guess we should try to lure him out, so we don't have to fight him in this open space. Near impossible to beat him when he manages to hit you 6 or 7 times. Yeah, they are, because they aren't cornered and they can range these spells. Actually, it's better to go forward and then left. This guy is a real pain in the ass. At least we didn't die this time. Tempted to just throw a thunder at this guy. That didn't work. It was a daring plan, which didn't pay off. We could have also just cured the cleric and seen if we gotten the sorcerers back, but an all-in attack sometimes works as well. He was already in the red. I guess he doesn't like the sunray spell. He didn't seem to do a lot of damage to him. It's really tough fighting this guy like this. Move. This guy is something. Okay, let's try running towards him. See if we can reduce the number of teammates that get in. That might actually work better. Pretty sure we can take this guy. The head honcho there on the other side, I'm pretty sure we won't be able to take down. Stop hitting me. It's uncanny how many hits he manages to get in. Sort of have to wonder if this is a different dragon than the rest of them. I don't remember them being able to get so many hits in. One of the problems is that we need to go so far into the room before he sees us that he's able to cast all of these endless attacks on us before we are even able to approach him. So now he's basically able to cast all of this at us. Get back. Okay. This guy is tough. Let's try just casting the spell from distance. See if he can pull off the same trick. We actually managed to hit him. We might have. Now, what we really need to do here now is try to cure the cleric. We can have the divine intervention spell and potentially how is this possible? Sky is something else. Let's see if we can cast the protection from element spell, whether that actually helps us. He's casting some sort of cold spell. Potentially that helps. Yeah, I remember that dragon. We eventually managed to complete him basically in the last stream, or second to last stream. He was a real piece of work. How do we approach this? Without getting killed. Okay, we got lucky. We got very lucky. There are two of them. Potentially they're both firing at us. That is potentially the problem we're having here. That's why they're getting in so many hits. They're standing right behind each other. Sort of explains the issues we've seen. This is a game of patience, as it often is. One dude left. Let's use this protection from the elements, though. Did seem to help at least a little bit. Yeah, he's right behind him. But these guys are stronger. Quite a bit stronger. heal up the sorcerer at least as much as we can. This guy is really something. Yeah, there are still 2 of them. Yeah, so that's the problem. What we need to do is we need to pull the trick that I managed earlier. We need to move sideways so we're only facing one of them. This is quite a bit tougher than the other one, but the other one did have a huge dragon. Maybe this one doesn't. Move left. It's very annoying when the game doesn't respond like this. This is quite tough. We need almost all of the dice rolls to be in our favor to even have a chance of beating this combination. Let's see. Can't say that they didn't try to warn us at least. Need to be able to move left. Please move left. Yes, thank you. Now, of course, it moved left twice, which is definitely not what we needed. It's possible to do this, but the game becomes very slow when the monsters are shooting at you like this. It's a bit of a hit and miss. Yeah, it's seemingly very random sometimes. You can be incredibly unlucky in the battles against monsters you've fought many times before, and you can be extraordinarily lucky some other times. Please move to the left. Thank you. This is almost impossible when you basically have nothing but one character alive. This game is something else. Save right here before approaching this again. We'll continue this until we manage to complete it. We've done it once, so it can be done. Move left, please, right now. Thank you. That's about it. That's what we wanted. It's about as good as it gets. Let's see if we can cure up the cleric. No, we can't. We weren't able to cure up the cleric. Yeah. Let's try. No. How could we potentially lure them out? Yeah. This game is often a game of patience. That's just what it is. Is it perhaps just better to try to run away and have them follow us? Is that a better tactic in this case? At least the one that we have been using is basically useless. At least now we can rest and hope that he will come after us. We're out of food. That's enormously useful. Let's create some. These 2 bouts. So we have enough to rest a few times. Now the protection from elements does seem to help a little bit. So we'll cast that again. And let's hope that we were able to drag him out. Drag him, get it? Drag on. Where are you, you miserable git? Get here. The game freezes like this. It's basically impossible to do this. We might still make it by using the Divine Intervention spell. Just killing him with magic. Okay. That's 3 down. At least 1 more to go. Hopefully the last one in there. Here we go. What happened to the light? Who turned off the light? Hopefully this is the last of these. Another spell we can cast here. Die. I think that was the last of them in this room at least. There's at least 1 more power orb there. And some treasure as well. Are we running out of space already here? Rod of recharging. Trident of starburst. We still have some space. Very, very little space. Nope. What ring are we actually wearing here? A steel one. We'll simply discard this steel ring and equip this obsidian one, leaving one slot and bringing our armor class to 68. One more for nice. Yes, we'll take it. Now we need to track back to town and to identify these items. Sort of the question of whether we try visiting all of the statues and try have one more go at the dragon. I hate leaving unsolved things in these dungeons. And, eventually we might have to do that anyway. It's worth a shot maybe. We also still haven't trained up. I was hoping to get the last power orb before doing so. So we'll head back to Vildabar so we can visit the neutral castle as well. Deliver the power orb. Let's see. Vildabar it is. Now where was the smithy again? Here, right? No, wasn't here. It was here. Yeah. See what we have. We have over 3 million in gold now. Although some of that will go towards repairing armor. Rod of recharging. That's one rod. There is also rod steward. Different kind of rod. Does this platinum cape do? It's a +9. Probably quite similar to the platinum robe. Yeah. So +9. This is not nearly as good of a cape, so we can hand this down to the robber and hike up his armor class a little bit. Fix all of this armor. Another one of these obsidian rods. Okay. We might have possibly been better off keeping the obsidian rod and using that with cleric and getting rid of the shield, but it doesn't really matter all that much. She's already at 109, which is very high. So everyone is pretty much healed up now. We've got to equip this cape though, which brings the rubber up to 73. Okay, it's decently good. Now, after delivering the orb now, joke of the day, why are vampire families so close? Because blood is thicker than water. It's funny. Yeah. I think we've delivered at least 8 to the King Neutral now, which potentially means there are 3 remaining that we need to give him. We use the town portal spell to go over to Blistering Heights, the fire town, and train up. Actually, we have at least 3 levels, or potentially 4, since we've delivered quite a few of these orbs, and we've also gained some experience by fighting all of these monsters. So potentially there is even more we had. We also need to buy some food before we track out of town. Someone remind me, I keep forgetting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels. We leveled up here. That's quite a bit. At 38 and 39 now. The rest of them are quite a bit lower, and the archer is gaining quickly. Got him up to 36. Thief is at 34. The sorcerer is at 32. And the cleric is at 31. It was quite a bit of training that we achieved here. Raises our natural resistance and up our thievery percentage. It's now at 103, which basically means we're almost able to open any chest without triggering any sort of trap. Definitely not going to go out of the city gates at all. We also gained a few spell points, which is quite useful. He's now at 190, and William is at 216, so he can cast the Starburst spell finally. That's potentially useful to us. Let's make use of the Lloyd's Beacon spell once more, and make our way back to the Snowy Isle. Pay a visit to the statues and magically increase our capabilities. There are quite a few of them. We'll visit all of them. It doesn't really cost us all that much. Here's one of them. down, we gained quite a few hit points, which of course helped. Switch back to my notes, check, remind myself where all of these statues are. They are in the one that we just visited was in 2.5. And there's one in 4.10. (14.8) as well. Here's one. This is added accuracy. And there's 10.7, which we visited before, which is the added might. And 7.11, probably open 24/7. This is added endurance. Then eventually there is 4.10, which is probably the one that is most useful to us at this stage, which is added speed. So now we've hiked up almost every skill here: intentional, might, endurance, speed, and accuracy, and a ton of added hit points. Let's head right back to the cave, go in and save. Be careful not to go under 200, but we're okay still. Light is only one spell point, so now we're 203. Now we can't magically run away from this battle, so all we can basically do is we have to finish this battle in one turn. It's all we can do. I think the problem will probably be that we run out of spell points before we actually run out of hit points at this stage, since we have a ton of hit points. Get here. Okay. Not doing too badly. Still can't hit the guy though. Even with all of this added skill, we can't land a blow on him. At least we have a few turns. I think we'll use the mass distortion spell. It's funny how this guy basically seems to be immune to magic. Worth a shot. We're out of spell points anyway. Nothing hurts this guy. It's really amazing. Nothing hurts this guy. One blow. That's something. A single blow. That's all we've been able to do. I'm curious, how many hit points does this guy have and what on earth is his armor class? He has 10,000 hit points. He has an armor class of 75. Okay. We don't stand a chance here. We can't even land a blow on this guy. I think this is one of these battles where we'll return at the end of the game, try to take this guy out. I'll make a note. Now let's try one more thing in here, since we're here. Sort of wondering what is weird markings on the wall about these steps east and west, what they actually meant. Gonna try to hike back to the beginning of the dungeon and try to follow these directions and see whether there's something there. Seems unlikely, but you never know. We somehow managed to get a little bit lost here. That's okay. Found our way back. Somewhat disappointed that we haven't found any keys. Hey there, Smash. Welcome to the stream. Okay, this is the bottom. Occasionally I do sleep, yes. It does happen every once in a while. Now, the first one said 5 east, 1 north, 6 west, and 2 north. Now, that does not make sense from here. So, from where does that make sense? where are these instructions meant to be used? They make absolutely no sense. There are very few places in this dungeon, at least, where you could actually go 5 east at all. Let alone 5 east, 1 north, 6 west. That at least isn't here. No, I don't have a map. These were hints written on the wall in this dungeon. Trying to figure out where they actually apply. Could potentially not be this dungeon at all. It might apply to something completely different. Some other dungeon, or who knows. There were 2 separate sets of hints. I don't see that they apply anywhere in this cavern, at least. It's a mystery right now. We'll leave it as a mystery for now. Now we can't access the pyramids. So that's out of the question. At least I don't think we can. Yeah. We don't have the key to the pyramids yet. So, let's see here. Switch to the OneNote cam a little bit here. Now, this is where we were. This is the dragon's domain here. And here's the pyramid, which we can't access. I think I'll actually mark this one as yellow. Sort of completed, not completely though. We've finished up the castle, except we haven't solved the riddle of the legions, so we can't access the castle dungeons yet. Now there is this stronghold here in the Minotaur March, but we don't have the golden key, so we can't access it. There's this Phantom Peak as well, but we don't have the purple key, so we can't access that. There's this pyramid, which we can't access yet. On this desert isle here, there is this cavern called Blizzard Bluff that we could potentially access. It's not a locked fortress, so it's open. Potentially that's one way of approaching that. Scroll here a little bit to the left. Then there are these two castles on the Isles of Illusion, which probably hold the good and evil wizards. That's something that we haven't done. And there is a pyramid here on the Isle of Fire. That's the last pyramid in the game, we were told earlier. And then there are also these frozen isles here that we haven't explored at all yet. There's at least a cave over here as well. This one is supposed to be here. So where do we head? Do we head over to the Blizzard Bluff, or do we head over to this cavern on the frozen isles? Potentially both are quite difficult. At least we probably need to go and fix up our armor. Seems to be in bad shape. Oh, I feel I just fixed it. So now head over to some town. Yeah, okay. Skip back into the game. I don't see any message on the private chat. Let's fix up the armor first. That's not to continue broken armor. Yeah, it's weird. By sending it on Discord. Did all of our armor get broken? I thought we just fixed it. Bit weird. Let's hike over to this desert place. I think I will take the water route here. There's a lot of quicksand in these swamps. I can almost walk over there, but we need to use the walk on water spell, which strangely enough we have not actually found yet. So I keep these magical items lying around so we can cast the spell. It's one of the very few spells that we haven't actually found yet. Let's make our way over here and we are of course welcomed by a greeting party. explore this tiny isle first. It shouldn't really take all that long. I'll set the Lloyd beacon spell right here so we can go back to this isle. Start by we have the swim skill, so we can walk in shallow waters, but we can't go past one square. At least not yet, because we don't have the walk on water spell yet. Nice barbarians here. They seem nice. Isle is actually bigger than I thought it was, and slightly bigger than it actually seemed on the map. Still pretty small. I stand by what I said, it looked quite a bit smaller on the map. We're pretty much done doing a water circle around it. And we'll track our way through the landmass next, starting here. A gentle cool breeze blows from an unknown source. This looks like a nice place to rest. Let's do that. Leave me alone, I'm resting. Did we actually buy some food? No, of course we didn't. Keep forgetting to do this. Where's the tavern? I forget. This is the forge. This is the tavern. No, this is the inn. Okay. This is the guild. It's not what we want. This is the temple. A kennel. That can't possibly be the tavern. Word and Spirits, that's the tavern. Yeah, we need some food. 40 days worth of food for 5k gold. Take that. And go right back. Okay. Onward we go. This is the only actual landmass in this square. Actually, it is. Yeah. Okay. No. I don't know, a few more here. Seems we can only rest in the places with the palm trees. Probably try ourselves if we rest somewhere else. A sudden gust of wind reveals the edge of something buried in the sand. Yes. What the hell is that? That's a vulture. No idea how powerful this beast is, so let's go at him. Something decently strong. This guy appears pretty fierce. Ah, he's one of these sleep guys. Largely immune to magic. Is that it? Not completely, but at least partially. Check him out. 885 and paralysis. Interesting. We've taken a fair few points away from this guy, so lotion seems to do nothing to him. Guess we'll use the cure paralysis spell here. Doesn't like electricity. But he has no problem with fire. Certainly a worthwhile foe. How many hit points does he actually have left? 744. So he's barely budged. Let's run away here. where did we enter? He's certainly following us around. Head to town, rest and come back with all of our spell points. The time distortion spell is highly useful. Enables you to escape from pretty difficult circumstances. Most of the time it didn't actually work in the Dragon Cavern that you were in earlier. Back here. Where was this guy again? Has he perhaps disappeared now? Now that we've yeah, potentially he actually has disappeared. Did we find something nice? Shield of the Gods. That sounds pretty nice. Perhaps you should save now that we have the Shield of the Gods. Found 2 more of these items. Watching Belt and the Maze of Holy Words. Okay. Now the energy spells seem to work pretty well on this guy. I think we'll focus on those. Might use the Megawatts one. And Sparks. He has a ton of hit points, so this would still take a while. I'm not entirely convinced that we can actually take him down like this, but it's worth a shot. Of spell points. Still not in the red. And we do land the occasional blow without using magic, although it's pretty rare. This guy is really something. We have like a 19 left. take advantage of all of our spell points here. Use all of them. Okay, he's in the red now. Last round of the spark spell. We're out of it, out of spell points at this point. Have to rely on hitting him with melee, which might still fail because he's hard to hit. This guy is a real piece of work. Don't have any left until he... Okay. This is a tough cookie. Give this one more shot and I'll start thinking about ending the stream. It's close to 2 AM here at this point. I'm intrigued by these guys though. Yeah, let's have another round of this. Wondering if we should just use the energy blast. Might take a little longer, but it uses up less spell points. Got pretty good use out of these spell points now. And this guy needs a lot of taking down. Out here. Not quite out here. We have 2 more goes. He's in the red. That's useful. Still have a few rounds left of spells. So this seems to have been a better strategy. Out of spell points here. Unknowingly enough, he paralyzed the sorcerer until he hits him again. I won't be able to use the last of the spell points. We're in a bad situation here. We got lucky now. Down he goes. Okay, so this is doable, it's just difficult. Need to head here to rest. Save the game right here. Exit the game. Switch over to the face cam, let the hood on. And so we might want to raid. My car is playing a Polish game released only on the Amiga. So let's go give him a raid. Set up the raid here. Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for sticking around. This has been a pretty extensive session. Thanks again for the raid, Tonta, and the follows. Will Torres score. Steve's Retro. Thanks for the resub, Gleaser. You guys have a good rest of the evening or night. Sleep well. Back on Wednesday with more Dungeon Master. We're getting pretty close to the end there. Might be the last stream. Yeah, I'll check the message as soon as I go offline, Gleaser. For now, guys, sleep well. See you guys later.